Yo, 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 it's JSF, and I know it's been a fat minute. I hope everybody's doing alright. I want to just talk about Strive DLC and Jacko specifically, but to get to that point of the conversation, I gotta just talk about DLC in general in this game, and kind of just the game itself. Like, it's been a couple of months now. It's been almost 3 months, and there's been some like discourse. People like Sonic Fox saying, "Oh, I don't feel that interested," but Sonic seems to be enjoying Jacko a lot, so there's that. But a lot of people are like, "Oh, Strive's not that interesting. It's not that fun." Blah blah blah. Hey, if you don't like the game, cool, that's fine. I enjoy this game. I actually like playing this game. I have my issues with it, right? Just like any fighting game, no game is perfect. It's not my game. I didn't create it, so obviously it's not going to be 100% perfect for me. I wish more people understood that, but it is what it is. Anyway, back to the topic of this video. I want to just talk about DLC because it feels like a lot of fighting games, honestly, the DLC characters come out and they seem like ridiculous, right? Most DLC characters are strong. Like Seth in Street Fighter 5 DLC, mad strong. And there's been other characters, other examples. Guyo's DLC Balrog. If you look at Dragon Ball, you see characters like characters like Bardock and Dragon Ball as DLC, mad strong. Broly took a while to get strong, right? But there's some characters, UI Goku, mad strong, right? There's a trend in fighting games for years and years and years of DLC being like, as a meme, DLC being pay to win. Like, oh, you buy DLC, you get super strong characters. Like GT Goku and Dragon Ball was busted as hell too. So that's like been like a meme, but in Strive it's the opposite, right? In Strive, it's like DLC is pay to lose. And what do I mean by pay to lose? Well, Guilty Gear Strive is a simple game, right? All fighting games coming out these days are being made with accessibility in mind, so none of them are super difficult to pick up and start playing. That's not the problem. That's fine. You want more people to play these games and you want more people to play them for longer, so making them easier to play is fine as long as like they're not easy to dominate in, even though that's been an issue with characters like Soul. But it seems like with the DLC in this game, that's when they're starting to make the characters a lot more kooky, right? Like if you notice both of these characters, before I even talk about Gold Lewis himself, both of these characters are the first two DLC characters. They both have an additional meter at the bottom of the screen. If I'm not mistaken, in the whole 15 character roster, the only character on the base roster that has an additional meter to account for is Nago. And Nago is purposely made really strong, but with the hindrance that if you go too far on his meter, you blood rage and you lose a bunch of health. Like, you got to play with that in mind, right? So there's a balance factor to it. These two characters seems like they're kind of just held back. Like they have an extra mechanic, but they don't have they have the extra meter mechanic, but not the extra strength that goes with it, right? And I don't need to talk too much about Gold Lewis, because it's kind of agreed upon that he's not that good. It's kind of agreed upon he's not that great. He does a shit ton of damage. He does a shit ton of chip with his Behemoth Typhoons, if I could actually do any of them. But you know what I mean? He does a ton of damage, right? That's kind of his shtick. He does a lot of damage. He's big and slow, but he does a lot of damage. And yeah, but his buttons aren't great. He's got his issues. He has no reversal besides his super, but his reversal super is alright. You know what I mean? He needs security level for his special moves to really be good, even though they just buffed that move. But not really that great, right? And the thing with DLC is it's kind of ass backwards, right? Like, especially with Gold Lewis, because design-wise, he's not a character that people would be in love with. Some people like it, like Rufomonger loves his character's design, but most of the population don't look at him like, wow, he looks super cool, I can't wait to play him. He does look kind of interesting, but definitely not a typical Guilty Gear player. But typical anime fans, they want female characters. They want Baiken, they want Dizzy, they want Jam, or they want the cool male characters. They want Slayer, they want Johnny, etc. Not really big fat American man with coffin, even though he's interesting. But let's talk about Jacko. 4 minutes in, I haven't really talked about who I want to talk about. Jacko. She's only been out for 2 days now, pretty much. Almost 2 days. And here's the thing. There's this hive mind idea in the FGC that it takes 6 months to realize how good a character is. It takes 10 years to learn every matchup. You know what I mean? You have no idea how good a character is until you've played 50,000 matches with the character. In all these ridiculous ideas, I'm using ridiculous numbers to kind of bring the point across that the mindset that you don't don't know what a character is until X amount of time is based on your perception of knowledge, right? Your perception of how fast someone can analyze. Now, if it takes you, 2 months to analyze a character, cool. It takes me about 2 hours. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just different in that sense. I've done a lot of match analysis videos. I've done a lot of just analytical breakdowns and just like, theory crafting with fighting games, because that's what I do. I analyze. That's who I am, right? So I knew Jacko was bad, you know what I mean, for 4 or 5 hours in a plane, or maybe less. Like I said, 2 hours, maybe around that time. I realized that she didn't really have the juice. She got some sauce, don't get me wrong. Any set play character who can put shit on the screen, you know what I mean? Like, any set play character who's got shit like that will be able to do some cool shit, right? Like, you know what I mean? You'll be able to do some cool shit with the character. It's an example. But that's all one phase of the game. This is what people don't understand. They're like, oh my god, she's got so much cool setups. She's got so much cool set play. That shit is great. How do you get in that position to make that happen? You know what I mean? Like, and you gotta factor in the game you're playing. Jacko's win condition is having a minion out with multiple options left, right? Because if you put out a minion, if you put out a minion, right, with Jacko, I have no meter because, that's a thing. I do 2 options with the minion. I do a third one. Now he's gone. I don't have the meter to do anymore, right? And that's something that a lot of people haven't really realized yet. The meter crutch really hurts this character. The fact that, like, they could have made this character like this without the meter, honestly. Because, like, you could just say, hey, after you do 2 or 3 options, the minion goes away. Or after a set amount of time, right? Because at the same time, like, if you put a minion out and you hit it twice, it's over. It's gone, right? I'm kind of jumping all over the place here. But my point is, she's got really cool things you can do on offense, but she has no defense, right? And if you look at this game where you have characters like Leo, who can literally just go into his win condition from round start. Leo's win condition is getting in the back turn. If he hits you, he gets back turn. If he doesn't hit you, he can get back turn. If you knock him down, he can reversal, flash kick. And if you get hit, he gets back turn, right? He gets it all the time, no matter what. You have to stop him from getting it because Leo can round start, back dash, ground pound. Now he's in back turn. Now he's full of screen, so that doesn't really help him that much, but it's an option. He also has a really good fireball. So he can do his fireball and then, do offense behind that, right? So characters like that are in this game. So to say that a character like Jacko is strong is kind of a joke to me when she has the worst reversal super in the game that I fucking can't even do because I'm trash. But it's a grab super, you can't block it. It obviously has a ton of recovery on whiff. That's not the issue. The issue is a grab super and it can't hit people that are in the air, right? So, like, if I were to do this, imagine they do, like, they're not gonna block you, you're gonna whiff. There is no other reversal super in the game. Like, if somebody jumps at you like this and they're gonna do that, you can't reversal super them. She's the only character who really has this issue in the entire game. Like, the only one. It's no matter how you slice it, it does a lot of damage. It does a lot of damage. But it's a grab super you can just jump out of. When Ino whiffs her grab super, at least all the fireballs come out. And Ino's grab super, you can, here's what we're gonna do. I'm just holding up a Gold Lewis. After the super flash, you can just jump out of it. It's not real. There's no, like, after the super flash, you can just straight up jump out of it. Now they say like, hey, if you got a minion out and you hit him with this, if I could actually do it, you hit them with this, well, they have to press a button, but you hit them with the shield and they press a button and go into the stagger state, you can grab them out of that. That's cute and all, but it's her only defensive option and it can't be used defensively. That's bad. I don't know, it doesn't take weeks or months for me to realize that when you have no DP, right? You have a 5-frame jab, which is kind of cool, but you have low health. You're a low health character, low guts character. Like, Jacko does not have high health, high guts. Like a lot of these characters, like Gold Lewis has more health than her. Like Nago is a character who has a ton of health, a ton of guts, and he has a meter like this too, right? When you can get mauled fairly easily with this character, because she doesn't really have any get off me tools. She's got some decent buttons, but after her buttons, she can't really do anything other than put out a minion. But guess what? Minions are very easy to get rid of, right? She puts out a minion. Look. I can hit you and the minion at the same time. The minion doesn't take a hit or anything. So like if you want to say, oh, just do this and put out a minion, they're gonna know that. And then as soon as you hit them, cool, I'm mashing. I'm mashing whatever button is gonna reach. I don't care that I'm a hit stun, I'm just gonna mash, because all you can do after you land a far button like this, like people will say, oh, she's got good buttons in neutral. She's got good buttons in neutral. Okay, but after she hits you with those buttons that have no hit advantage, what are you gonna do, summon? Now, Gold Lewis isn't the best example out of this, but if I do this into summon, other characters can just, like Soul can probably just Bandit Revolver and hit me, right? Like if I'm here, summon, he can probably just I like to show things. If you're new here, I don't just talk. If you're new here, I don't just talk. I don't just talk out of my ass. I don't just say things without thinking about them, without showing them, without proving them. If I say something, it's for good reason, right? We'll set him to counterattack Bandit Revolver. After hit, not after block. Cause I want to see if this would actually happen, right? So I'm gonna hit him on a 5K. Right, now I block it, but the minion's gone, right? You know what I mean? If I do a far slash, you know what I mean? Like, it varies, right? If I do it off this, well, I get a knockdown off that. But if he blocks this 2K2D, which a lot of people use to get their set play going, 2K2D, right? There is no safe option for you. She doesn't have any safe special moves. This is -12 and it barely has any range, right? She doesn't have any advancing special, so even if she lands a hit, like, you know what I mean? There's no guarantee that she will get any damage. The problem with that is, hey, he did Vortex. Cool, that's my punish. My punish is 60 damage in set play, right? So like her whole game plan is set play, and that's cool. I totally get that, but she can't do anything else. She can't punish, right? She gets punished very easily. You have to be very, very careful. Like I said, if I can do this into minion, now Bandit Bringer or Bandit Revolver is like -7, so I can probably get a small punish, right? I can get a small punish, but hey, look how much damage that did. And we reset neutral. He lost like, you know. And then both hits come out this time. Great, wonderful. Right? Look how much damage I did to him. Like, when you do that low damage, you don't really discourage anybody, right? There's no reason to respect this character. You can kind of just rush her down. And I know that against like low level players or against people that are gonna respect you, you're gonna get all your little setups and shit going. You know what I mean? It's gonna be fun. Boom, 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 whatever you know what I mean? It's gonna be fun. But my point is, you really have no reason to respect this character. She doesn't demand any respect. Soul demands respect because he has buttons like this, and on counter hit he gets a big combo. He has buttons like this, even though it got nerfed. You know what I mean? It's still a good button. You can still go into that if he's got meter. You know what I mean? He can wall break, etc. Like, she's just not really a threat at all. You know what I mean? Now, if you manage to somehow get the hit, you know what I mean? You manage to get the hit, yes, you can do some good shit. When she gets a minion out, like, she can get some good damage, right? If I just put, hold up. You know what I mean? When you get a minion out, you can definitely get some shit going, and that's off a low. That's off a low too, you know what I mean? So that's not like super good damage. You know what I mean? You get the point. I can wall break off of that, do like 200 damage. So it's like if she can get her game going, it's really good. But the issue is, how does she get her game going? Like, some people say she has good neutral because she has these buttons, but after the button, you gotta block, or you know what I mean? You summon a minion, then you block, because you can't do anything else. What are you gonna do with this? Like, your game plan is extremely linear, and when they know that, they're just gonna hold forward and press buttons in your face the entire game. And you're gonna lose. You can't do anything to stop them. What are you gonna do? Reversal super? You can't reverse a super. I already went over that. Like you can mash and get a little bit of space, but then that happens. You got to do something like that, and then you can set up. But now you're full screen. What can you do? Kick minions at them? Yes. Or fucking throw minions at them? Yeah, you can do that too. You know what I mean? Get some stuff going. You can definitely do that kind of thing. But like I said, if they just run in on you, air dash in on you when you're trying to do some shit like this or this, like you got to throw one of these and then, you know what I mean, or hold it. Like my point is, you got to think a lot, come up with a lot of game plans and ideas just to stop somebody from doing this. So it's like you're doing triple the work to play a character that's not as good as a character that requires no work. There are too many easy brain dead characters in this game, like Soul, like Nago, like Geo, like a lot of characters where you can just press buttons, like Potemkin. You don't really need to think. Like Megafist, and a Megafist is gonna body this character. It just is. Slidehead destroys every minion on the screen. Like, I mean, I'm probably not showing it as good as I can show it because the character's brand new, but like I've seen it in match scenarios already from other players. And here's the thing. There's the idea that, oh, you think she's bad because you're bad. You lose with her. You're bad. It's not me. I've watched every player I could find playing with this character for the first day. I've watched all the setup videos I can find. I've looked at the tools of the character. I can't name a character in this game that doesn't have a command grab. I'm not talking about a super, right? Her super, you can just jump out of the grab. It's never a mix-up. So that does not count. A character who doesn't have a command grab or an overhead or plus frames, right? That's good. She can frame trap with her minions attacking after she gets the minions out and gets you to block, but she has to earn that. She has to earn that win condition by winning neutral, which is going to be hard for her to do. It's going to be hard for her to get a knockdown in a match. Like, good players are just going to low block because she doesn't have any overheads, right? She doesn't have mix-ups until she gets her win condition going, and she needs to mix you up to open you up to get that win condition going. That's the problem. Like, I don't think people understand that. Like, other characters, like I said, Leo exists, doesn't have this problem. Mei has an overhead. Mei has a command grab. Mei also has dolphins, so she can just fly at you from full screen. Jacko has no type of advancing special moves to help her win neutral like that. She has a fireball in the air, but you know, it's really slow and moves her back. It's a decent tool to use in a neutral, but it doesn't do anything. She can't really traverse the screen at all. She has buttons like 6H. But that button obviously has some startup and some recovery to it, so you can't just reactionarily do it like that. You know what I mean? She's just her gameplay feels stifled a lot, and the fact that she has a meter to hold her back even more doesn't help. But yeah, my point is, both of the DLC characters that have come out in this game are bad. Don't really know why. I don't really get it. It's like pay to lose DLC. And again, people are gonna say this character's only been out in 2 days, day 2, whatever, blah, blah. Cool, that's fine. You guys will realize the character's bad in a month, unless some forbidden tech comes out. Unless she has like a glitch or something really crazy that she can exploit, she's gonna be a bad character. That's just what it is. Like, I've played this game a lot. I've watched this game a lot. I already know what a good character is, and I don't get why they would put a character like this in the game after buffing every other character. I really don't understand it. When, like, in a game like this, Strive, where the damage is super high, it's just not good to not be able to punish anybody, right? One, you cannot punish. She cannot punish. She cannot convert. She doesn't get good conversions off anything, right? She can set up her set play, and that's fine, but the minions are very easy to kill. You can kill multiple minions in one hit. You can hit her and the minions, so it's not like you have to choose between hitting the minions and hitting her. No, you don't. Her install supers are good. This one makes the minion meter. The minion meter refills hella fast, right? But the super's already gone, so it doesn't last very long. The other one makes the minions invincible. This makes the minions invincible, but like, so what though? Like, you see how he just goes through the minion and still hits me? Like, it's not like if they had to hit, if them hitting the minion meant they couldn't hit you, it would make the supers a lot better. but it doesn't matter. He can just swing right through it and hit you. So like, it's kind of a useless super. If you put both out, I guess it's cool because they can't kill the minions. But you either use the install super that gives you more meter at the top, or you just don't do it at all. Or you do both, or you do both, or you just do the meter game one. Sorry, but yeah. Anyway, that's just my whole point. It's kind of weird that they would put in 2 bad DLC characters back to back, and people are gonna definitely say, "Oh, it's too early to call Jack-O bad," and that's fine. And like I said, I've made like my whole life I've realized things that other people can't see that are right in front of them. So other people saying that that's like you don't know that yet, or that's not true, or you're just bad. Cool, wonderful, fine. Have a blast. People are always gonna say that. I have a history, like my whole reputation at the beginning of me being in the FGC was everybody saying I'm wrong, then a year later finding out I was right. That's kind of my whole shtick. I'm willing to stick my neck out, and like I've said before, I'm willing to look stupid in front of everybody just to be right and be like the smartest person in a room full of idiots is always gonna look like an idiot. I'll put it that way. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this game, talk about this character, because I was super excited for this character, super hyped for this character, and she's still fun to play, but she's bad. She's not good. Low health, low damage, no defensive options, like no DP or nothing. Reversal super is the worst reversal super in the game. Buttons are solid, but nothing amazing. No type of advancing special move to continue like offense or to convert off any stray hits or anything like that. And not enough hit advantage on your hits to just summon off every stray hit all the time. Like, you just command no respect and you die fast. Like, imagine Axel, but his buttons have less range. Imagine Axel, but his buttons have less range. He doesn't have a command grab, and he did. Never mind, man. Y'all get the point. If anybody watches this video, I appreciate y'all, man. I haven't put out videos in a long time. I didn't feel like there was really much of a reason to. I don't think many people were enjoying the content. I didn't know, but you know, let me know if anybody did watch this video. What you guys think? Would you guys like to see me go back to making a shit ton of videos, like a video every day or a few videos a week type of vibe? I might as well. Since my desire to grind this game has slowly died out, and I won't be able to until October, so which sucks. But the game is still fun to play. I'll still play it. I don't know about no Melty Blood. I don't know about no KOF. But hey, we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. Anyway, I've been talking for 20 some odd minutes. This video might come out trash quality, but it's been a minute. I'm rusty. You gotta forgive me. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Y'all stay safe. JSF, I'm out. Peace.